This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at First Look LA 2014, presented by the Los Angeles Venture Association here in LA. I have Damien Kudela, Cayuga Biotech, a private company. Damien, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you, Shelley, for having me on.
It's good to have you. Please tell our audience about Cayuga.
So Cayuga Biotech is a biotech startup that's developing new clotting drugs. The big problem in hemorrhage right now is that if you're in a car accident or if you're a soldier, the bomb goes off, you're actually bleeding internally and you don't know it. And so what happens is that people eventually bleed to death before they can reach the hospital and get interventions. What we've developed is a nanoparticle clotting agent that can be injected into the body that glues itself to the clot and releases a drug that accelerates the body's natural clotting process. So rather than forcing the body to clot, we're really working with the body to increase efficacy and safety.
So basically, similar to stopping the wound from bleeding out, you're stopping it from bleeding in. Am I correct?
Right. So that's one of the big issues with current treatments, is that they can be too strong, and that results in things like embolism, heart attacks, and strokes. And so with our drug, we're hoping to minimize that by only using a drug, or by keeping our drug from activating only at the bleeding site.
So how did you come up with this? I know that there's a need for it, but where was the solution developed?
So this actually came out of a collaboration between the University of California at Santa Barbara and the University of Illinois. And so they had the active drug, but they didn't know how to get it to the specific site. And so where we came in was we developed a novel way of sort of gluing the particle there, and that enabled us to minimize a lot of the potential side effects.
What's your background?
I have a PhD in chemistry from UCSB, in addition to a degree in chemistry from Cornell University. So that's the origin of Cayuga Biotech.
So you're a professional student.
That I am. We're hoping to get this off campus in the coming months. We've just started our preclinical trials, and hopefully the sky's the limit.
So let me ask you a question. Where does the name Cayuga come from? Wasn't that a Iroquois Nation tribe at one time?
It's, so people are familiar with upstate New York. Lake Cayuga is one of the Finger Lakes, and it's where Cornell University is located. So it's a nod to my alma mater.
Okay, shout out to Cornell, folks. So some more things I want to ask you. How large is this market? You know, if you can give me some kind of projection of that size.
Mm-hmm. So right now, the two current treatments rake in about $2 billion annually. The overall hemorrhage market is expected to grow from $3 billion in 2013 to about $5 billion in 2017. So it's a very large, very fast-growing market.
So is the technology behind the treatment something that's a platform newly developed? I mean, it seems like it has so many other practical uses besides what you've already targeted for your first product use.
So the origins of our targeting strategy came actually from cancer drugs. And so everyone knows that chemotherapy, it really wreaks havoc on the body. And what nanoparticles are trying to do is minimize the side effects by giving the same drug dosage, but at a very localized site. So that way you minimize side effects in cancer. And so we've taken those strategies and said, well, it's a little bit harder to find a wound that you don't know where it is, but we can do that.
So if someone wanted to find out more information, what would be the best way to reach you?
The best way to reach me is cayugabiotech@gmail.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, for more information, get in touch with Damien. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. Damien Kudela, Cayuga Biotech, a private company. We're at First Look LA 2014, presented by the Los Angeles Venture Association. Damien, thanks for coming on to SNNLive.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome.